Hello, sports fan. This is Stephen Hill for Sports Choice Plus. I'll bring you a very special breakdown. I'm going to be covering what's next for the Cleveland Browns for the NFL series. Before I get right into that, I'm going to make sure you subscribe to the YouTube channel so you can get all the updates each and every time we have breakdowns here at Sports Choice Plus. Without further ado, we're going to get right into the action. Looking at the Cleveland Browns last year, and you're seeing how that team went 11-5 and exactly what they battled through to make it to that 11-5 position. Even on the very last week of the NFL season, they were still fighting for their playoff life. And not only did Baker Mayfield and Kevin Stefanski really do everything that they had to do, they really pulled it through. They really did their best to make sure that this Cleveland Browns was in the best possible shape that it was. But when you're looking at Baker Mayfield and his growth really took off when Odell Beckham went down for an injury. Now, I mind you, if Odell Beckham can fit back into the fold and play as a team player and not as an elite receiver in his role, I think that this Cleveland Browns offense could take off even more. You look at the possible addition of J.J. Watt, if he chooses to come to Cleveland, I think that could swing the doors open and give them a second elite pass rusher behind their top pick of the last couple of drafts, Myles Garrett. When you're looking just at this offensive line, it's one of the best offensive lines in the league. Running-based offensive line, and they give Baker Mayfield a lot of time to throw. But when Nick Chubb and Kareem Hunt running the football, this team always seemingly gets them 100 yards, and it's almost like thunder and lightning when they're both healthy. Nick Chubb did deal with injuries this year, but they were still able to keep it afloat with Kareem Hunt and company, and that was showing me something that I like to see. 11 wins in a season and a playoff victory. This Browns team is slowly evolving in front of our eyes. And if Baker Mayfield can stay away from having to force feed Odell, and Odell, again, I have to reiterate this, because if he can't do this, you got to go ahead and trade Odell and get him out of there and get some valuable assets for draft pieces. That's what I firmly believe, that if he can't understand his new role after coming off that kind of injury, then I don't know what to tell him as a member of the Cleveland Browns. So for me, I would just say that, moving forward, this team looks like it's in the right direction. I think that they have a lot going good for them. The defensive side needs a couple of positions that they need to draft or either address in free agency. But the offense is fine. I think with Jarvis Landry and company, they have 2 or 3 wide receivers that they can go deep to. And you got to understand, with Nick Chubb and Kareem Hunt, you can control the football, take the ball out of Baker Mayfield's hands sometimes when he gets out of control, but then you can also reel him back in and give him those short, easy throws with Hooper, the tight end, Njoku, if they bring him back. It's a number of things that this team can do, but I'm just looking at free agency. Defense needs to be their attention right now, because defensively, if you add a couple of pieces, you could possibly win a couple of extra games and be a higher seed in the AFC North going into a possible playoff hunt. So all of you Cleveland Browns fans, all you NFL fans, definitely check it out. Definitely make sure you're in the Facebook channel. You're debating each and every week. We got a lot of good content coming out. We want to make sure you guys are entertained during the pandemic. So feel free, definitely share it with your friends and your family, and I'll see you on the next video.